Morning, guys. I've been out feeding horses this morning. It got me thinking about a little devotional for today about the race we're running for Christ. When I shake the feed bucket in the morning, my young horses, no matter where they're at in their trap or where they're turned out, boy, they come running just as hard and as fast as they can to get here. Then I got old horses like this one right here that Tough rides. It's an old man. He's been around the block, and he just comes walking in just slow and easy every morning, about the same pace. Because he knows when he gets here, I'm going to sort him off and let him eat his feed and take care of him. Those young horses come running in because they're afraid some of the other ones are going to whip them off their feet or they're going to miss out on something. But how many times as Christians are we like these horses? As new Christians, boy, we're just all about it. We come running just as hard and as fast as we go. But then you look 30 days, 60 days, a year later, some of these new Christians are nowhere to be found. And why is that? A lot of times as new Christians, we're going to charge hell with a water pistol. We're going to go out and save the world all by ourselves, and we find ourselves in a lonely place where we're not getting results we expected, and we get burned out. So people get burned out and they leave, or they don't pursue what God has for them anymore. Guys, we need to be more like these old horses and just take their time. They come in at that slow, steady pace. They don't try to do everything in one day. It tells us in Hebrews 12:1, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to live the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. Guys, you don't have to accomplish everything in one day. They always say that Rome wasn't built in a day. Guys, you're not going to accomplish everything that God has for you in a day, in a month. It's a calling that's lasting your lifetime. All your time that you spend here on earth as a Christian, that's the time you have. Should you be urgent about it? Absolutely. But should you take such a fast pace and try to make things happen that you burn yourself out? I don't think that's the answer. We need to slow down like these older horses. Take our time, study, pray, pursue what God has for you. Go into it prepared. Yes, there's moments where you just need to react and go with the situation and go with the flow, but I find it so many times in my walk that if I just run into things just full blast with all the gas I got in my tank, that I'm going to mess things up. But if I'll take the time to stop and listen to what God has and go about it the way He wants it, that I accomplish a lot more through Him. Isaiah 40:31 tells us, but those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. The key word in that, guys, is walk. It doesn't say sprint. It doesn't say run. Just keep moving forward at the pace that God's called you to be. We don't have to accomplish everything in a day, but we don't need to sit in our chair and just expect others to do it either. We just need to keep pushing forward, keep pursuing, and see what God has for us. Have a good day.
No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me.